Hey guys, Tim McCamus. I want to take a second of your time today to show you a new product that we just released, and it's a carbon tunnel. It's a universal carbon tunnel, and it's made to fit just about any configuration you could imagine. So I just wanted to point out some of the features that we have in this, because there are a couple options out there for you to buy a universal tunnel from other companies, but frankly they're garbage. So we created this kit to put a nice tunnel in your car if you want to use carbon. This is a very complete kit. It comes with every part that you need to do the job properly. It also comes with an 8-page instruction manual that goes step by step from start to finish on how to fit the very first panel all the way through to the complete end of the tunnel. So that's one thing that you don't get anywhere else. So we've got very good instructions with drawings and text that will give you a very detailed idea of how to put this tunnel in. So I'm just going to run through the parts real quick, and if you need more information, you can always call us. This will be on the site later today. So here's the pieces. So first thing we're going to do is we've got to put a rear bulkhead in, which is going to be the back portion of the tunnel. So you're going to get this blank piece here, which is plenty big enough to fit in between the four link brackets. And the end result with this is it's going to have a cutout in it that will accommodate this lip. Now this is an aluminum piece, and since this is a universal tunnel, we made this to where this aluminum lip is going to fit in this cutout. And that's what the rear tunnel section is going to set on. So you're going to get this rear bulkhead and this aluminum piece. You're also going to get all the hardware with this, which is the other kits that you see out on the market don't have. You're going to get screws, rivets, Zeus's, springs. You're going to get everything you need to complete this project. So you're not going to have to buy a bunch of extra stuff once you get it. So you're going to get the rear bulkhead. Then you're going to get these two floor strips, which these are angle strips, and this is going to fill in the floor from the frame rails to the tunnel. So this is actually going to look similar to this when it's done. This is long enough to do the front and the rear, so you're going to have a rear piece and a front piece, and in the car it's going to lay out something like this. So this piece is going to look like this. So this will be how this is going to look. This will be the rear bulkhead in the car, your upper four-link cross member, four-link brackets. This panel will fit in there. It's going to be cut out to the width and height that you desire, and then these are going to fill in the floor. So this is going to fit to the frame rail. You're going to trim this down. It's going to come with Zeus tabs that weld onto the chassis. Those pieces are going to Zeus in, and the first thing you're going to do is fit this panel and then do your floor perimeter all the way up to your mid plate. So we got mid plate up here, and we got the rear bulkhead in the car here. So we got four link to mid plate. We're going to fill all that in. So this is going to get cut. This angle is going to change. This actually is going to be at a little bit of an angle, because if it's an automatic car, it's going to fit the shape of the transmission. So once those are cut and your floor perimeter is done, and all this is in these instructions, so I'm going to go through this pretty quick. Floor strips are done. Then you're going to get these two large pieces here, which, like I said, this is a universal tunnel kit, so these pieces are big, so you can accommodate any drive shaft length, height, transmission size you can imagine. Now we split the rear tunnel, number one, to give you options on width and length. So we don't want to say, okay, you're stuck with a 7-inch wide tunnel, because a lot of cars need wider or narrower. So these pieces are going to be split, and then this piece is going to end up going on here like this. Now this is obviously really tall, it's going to get cut down. So this will be the driver's side portion. The passenger side portion is going to go over that, and then it's going to Zeus here, and then it's going to Zeus through this lip. So your rear tunnel section will be split so that it's easy to get out of the car, and it's also very easy to fit, and it gives us the flexibility to pick our width back here at the back. And you can see too, the quality of this carbon is A+. I mean, this is straight out of our carbon shop, and there is no crappy defects in this. I mean, this stuff is very cherry, and it's very nice, and the finish is flawless. So you've got your floor strips done, your rear bulkhead, you've got your the rear tunnel section done, and it's split. Now we're going to go to the front tunnel section, which this piece here is going to be the driver's side, and it's big too, so that's going to go here. And then that's going to house around the transmission. This is going to overlap the rear tunnel piece for about an inch. So your your rear tunnel piece is going to be in here. This is going to set down. Same deal here. Split it down the center. You're going to overlap it. You're going to have 3 Zeus's in it to hold it together, and you're going to have the Zeus's down on the side. Now, with that, once you've got that fit, now as you can see, there's a lot more pieces with this tunnel than you would get anywhere else, and we want this to be very, very thorough. So another thing that if you shop around a little bit, you'll see these crappy kits that you can buy from other places don't have accommodations for, number one, the rear bulkhead, and they don't have the option to give you to split the rear tunnel. But they also don't take into account that on an automatic car, you've got the shift linkage on the left side. So this tunnel, if it's just tapered here along the side of the transmission, there's no way to hook the shifter bracket, the cable bracket, and the arm up to it. So we make this piece, which comes with this kit. And this is a little kick out. So if this piece is like this, and this is fit along this side, now just remember, these pieces are big, so this is going to get cut way down here because all we're going to save is this flange. So this thing's going to get cut down about here and here. And this goes like this in the car. So if you can imagine, I'm sitting in the car, I'm sitting in the seat, steering wheel's ahead. This is what this is going to look like. And this kicks this out so that the shifter cable can run straight in line. Now my little bracket off the pan is here and my shift linkage is here, and I'm going to have a little slot here where my cable runs through. So now I can run my shifter cable down the side through here and hook it up to the transmission without having any weird provisions made in the tunnel. So this is a very nice little part, and you will not see this with any of the other kits. So this is going to end up being fit into this tunnel piece. So just for sake of not cutting this, you're going to have a cutout like this, a rectangular cutout here, and this piece is going to flange in behind it, and it's going to Zeus in the same way. 2 Zeus's here, 2 here, and 2 here. And then that will fit down to this tunnel piece in the car. So now you've got something that looks like this for your driver's side front tunnel piece. And if you've ever fit a tunnel in a car, you know that this piece alone at this angle will not clear. It will clear if you don't ever want to hook a shifter up to the thing. But obviously, the other companies don't take into account that you have to hook up a shifter. So this is going to make this job a lot easier. And it does need to be trimmed down. So like I said before, these are going to be 2 pieces, and the way we do this is, and this is very clear in the instructions, but so once I cut this piece and I determine this is going to be my left front driver floor filler here, this we need to accommodate this lip to here because it's going to run across the bottom of this tunnel now, but we need to change that. So how that works is you're going to cut this. So this is your piece here. Your transmission cross member in the car is going to be right around here. So this little piece here is going to be kind of small. It's going to be angled up at the front, so it's going to look at a shape like this. It's going to be kind of like a long triangular shape because it's going to be kicked over. So if this is my frame rail, if the edge of this counter is my frame rail, this piece is going to fit in the car, something like this. So once it's cut down, it's very small. So now to accommodate that shifter linkage cover, we're going to cut this piece. You guys are going to cut this right here, and then you're going to cut that little triangle out here to pull this lip over. So this lip is now going to it's going to flex right here, and you're going to pull it over. And you have 2 choices there. You can either bond it back real simply with a little fiberglass and resin, or you can make a little aluminum angle and pop rivet it back together. And so this piece then will look like it'll be straight here, then it's going to kick out. It's going to be open at the back because we want our shift cable to run through there. So then once I put this piece back on there, from the top view, that's what that cutout's going to look like, if you can kind of see that. So anyway, that's a quick rundown of the carbon tunnel kit. Like I said, everything's included. All the pieces are Class A finish. and you will not be disappointed in this kit. And like I said, the instructions that you get with it are very detailed, so it's going to take you step by step from the first thing you do to the last thing you do to fit this in the car.